comes to healthcare that truly makes a difference, some stories go straight to the heart. The San Francisco General Hospital Foundation recently honored 3 Hero and Heart awardees, Melissa Pitts, Kelly Brandon, and Pamela Dorsey, at their annual Hearts in San Francisco event, which helps fund critical care and innovation at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. First, we meet Kelly Brandon, a perinatal clinical nurse specialist in the birth center, who's been there for patients during some of the most vulnerable moments of their lives. Take a look.
Kelly Brandon is a perinatal clinical nurse specialist in the birth center at Zuckerberg San Francisco General. For years, she stood beside patients at one of the most vulnerable moments of their lives, welcoming them without judgment, even when pregnancy is their first doorway into healthcare. Through her addiction care team nurse liaison work, Kelly trains and supports nurses to care for families facing substance use and complex challenges. We honor Kelly with a Hero and Heart Award for opening the door to a lifetime of care.
Programs like the Addiction Care Team Nurse Liaison Program not only build up the workforce in a way that helps to welcome each patient into our hospital system, that helps them to move on to periods of growth, but they also enable the nurses themselves to thrive, grow, and become leaders. It really just gives back to the community in such a profound way. If we can offer the right interventions that help this family stay united, I think we set this family up for a lifetime of access to health care that feels supportive, that feels accessible, that feels like something that has the best interest of their family in mind.
Great work that she's doing. And our next remarkable woman is Melissa Pitts, an emergency nurse and nursing supervisor at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center. For more than 20 years, Melissa's dedication has never wavered, always seeing the person in front of her and showing up with compassion and commitment. Here's more on her story.
Melissa Pitts is an emergency nurse and nursing supervisor at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. For more than 2 decades, she's met patients at their hardest moments in crisis, in pain, and often returning again and again for help. Melissa never stops seeing the human being in front of her and never stops showing up. We honor Melissa with a Hero and Heart Award for her unwavering commitment to a lifetime of care in the emergency department and beyond.
I love what I do. Being able to do this job and work at this hospital is one of the biggest honors of my life. I just can't imagine doing anything else or doing it anywhere else. I feel like we give the best care to anyone, everyone, and yeah, it's just truly an honor.
So inspiring. And now we meet Pamela Dorsey, who faced one of life's toughest seasons after moving to San Francisco. She found strength and support through the care team at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. And with their help, Pamela overcame her challenges, regained her health, and is now embracing life again, finding joy in her passions and looking ahead to the future. Here's Pamela Dorsey's story.
Pamela Dorsey came to San Francisco looking for a fresh start, but found herself facing heart failure, housing instability, substance use disorder, and the grief of losing her mother, all at the same time. At Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital, a team rallied around her, walking with Pamela through treatment, recovery, and ultimately a life-saving heart transplant. Today, she's back to singing in her church choir and planning for the future. We honor Pamela with a Hero and Heart Award as a testament to resilience, hope, and a lifetime of care.
My name is Pamela Dorsey. I'm from East Palo Alto, California, and I moved up here to San Francisco in 2015. I met this guy, and it got bad. Substance and alcohol got involved, and it just spiraled down. It started spiraling down. So this particular day, I went to work, and I couldn't stand for 5 minutes. I had to sit down every 5 minutes, and I couldn't put no shoes on because my feet had swelled, my legs had swelled, and my boss sent me to the ER, San Francisco General Hospital, and that's when they told me that I had a silent heart attack, and I was in the hospital at San Francisco General Hospital for a good 3 weeks. And they told me only 17% of my heart was functioning. After I was released, they referred me to the cardiology department. I had to give 6 months clean tests. I had to have a working phone. I had to have my own place, rehab, but I have to test every day. And I got the phone call from Jessica from UCSF Heart Transplant. Yeah. I said, do I need to come right now? She said, yeah. I said, right now? She said, yeah. I just went in my unit and grabbed my bag that I had packed and called a cab and came straight to the hospital. All I heard was, let's wake her up. And then my eyes went, and then she was tapping me on my hand. She said, Miss Dorsey, Pamela, your surgery went well. And then the doctor behind her, he said, you got a new heart. You got a good 25 years on this. And I just leaned my head back and just had this big old grin on my face. Today is beautiful. I love it. I have peace. I have joy. I have happiness. It started right here with San Francisco General Hospital, and they cared for me. They was patient with me. I have my eye care, I have my ear care, I have OBGYN. I still do that here. I just wanted to thank San Francisco General Hospital for saving my life. It's been a journey. I can say I'm happy today. The San Francisco General did save my life.
3 remarkable women indeed, and we're honored to share their stories and the wonderful work of the San Francisco General Hospital Foundation. To learn more, you can visit their website. That is sfghf.org.